My name is Preston Jacobs. I live in Santo Domingo. We're talking about a lot of ice and fire. There was a lot of news. There was a lot of ice and fire news this week, this weekend. It is a crazy time. I'm joined by Carmine of Red Team Review. You know, this is quite a weekend. Probably the busiest weekend in ice and fire news we've had in a long time.
We say that every time, but it never ended up being true.
This time we had the Hot D trailer, the Harrenhal news, the finale of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, all coming in the same weekend. Yes.
I feel like that weekend where George crashes out on The Hollywood Reporter, telling us that he no longer has interest in writing The Winds of Winter. I feel like that was pretty big. But yeah, this is big too.
I guess. Let's talk about Hot D. Let's talk about Hot D for a moment. I know the trailer came out. I know everybody's fucking seen it, but let's take a look at it here. If there's anything worth talking about, it's mostly action. Geez, what's going on? No. Carmine's like, use K, use your hotkey K. Like, okay. All right. First scene. We have Alicent coming into the Iron Throne. It's, of course, now occupied by Aemond. Aemond, as we know, becomes the effective king after Aegon II kind of disappears after his injury. But he's not in King's Landing very long. We know that he eventually moves to Harrenhal and then goes on the move with his dragon. So this is we kind of know that this is very early in the season. In fact, Carmine, you think everything in the trailer is first episode.
It's most of the trailer, most of the teaser is the first episode, because this is clearly the morning after she goes to Rhaenyra.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, though, but the director of the episode says we pick off season 3, I think the day after season 2, episode 8. I believe he says that. There's no time skip.
We're back with Rhaenyra, and obviously Jace is still there, which means that the Battle of the Gullet has not happened. We've got Celtigar and which Kingsguard is that?
I forgot. Is it Darklyn? Or
it's either Darklyn or what's the other one? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Wait, didn't Darklyn die because like his grandmother Ariana Darklyn or something? Like, you remember talking about it? It was a nod to Ariana Grande. They named his grandmother Ariana Darklyn.
Oh, really?
She was part Targaryen. You don't remember that for episode 7? You don't remember that?
Oh, you're right. You're saying he died at the choosing or whatever. Yeah.
Is that? I don't remember if it was him. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Do you get copyrighted if you play the trailer? Of course, I get copyrighted if I play the trailer. The way you avoid it is having no sound and by going very slow. Okay, this is how you avoid it. Alicent came to Dragonstone. We don't have very much of the trailer here. She'll open the gates of the Red Keep. This is the big alteration to the plot. Something George would probably fucking fume about. In the source material, we know that it's very clear causation that the Battle of the Gullet shifts Rhaenyra from being conservative to being reckless in her military actions, and so the Gullet changes Rhaenyra, and she wants to fucking invade King's Landing at that point, and that's the shift. Here we have this show only plot of Alicent offering to open the gates and end the war quickly. Her and Rhaenyra having this backdoor deal. We are in fact not back. We're back, motherfuckers. Okay, so we're saying that the show only plot of Rhaenyra and Alicent's backdoor dealings was put there primarily to give Alicent and Rhaenyra something to do. As I've said many times, the source material for Hot D is fundamentally flawed. It establishes three main characters, Alicent, Rhaenyra, and Daemon, and then doesn't give them anything to do. Or not, I mean, it gives Daemon the most to do, but it gives Alicent and Rhaenyra very little to do during the war. And thus, they have to create these other plots. Plots I don't necessarily think were that great. So she'll open the gates of the Red Keep. We had a flirt. We flirted a bunch. And so they've actually gone. You're saying Carmine. This is even before that. She's still in the cloak. That's Alice.
This is the morning to the Red Keep.
Before Alicent returned.
No. This is the morning where Alicent returns to the Red Keep as she's going to go talk to Aemon.
Right, but they showed her entering to talk to Aemon. So you're saying they've now gone even farther back in time.
Yeah, it's probably the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, that they showed her entering the throne room, and now they're going back in time and showing her entering the Red Keep.
This one here is a little tricky. I saw someone say that it's possible Jace could be talking about Missaria, because if you recall, Missaria and Rhaenyra got very cozy last season. Mm-hmm. So this could be he could be talking about Missaria. Like, you cannot trust Missaria. This woman's completely new, but it's most likely Alicent, of course.
Do you think Rhaenyra and Alicent will kiss? Probably. At some point, I don't know. We had the
I'm
Missaria
100% hoping they are, because that was a great. We need more of that. By the way, Daemon, they're back from Harrenhal. Daemon is firmly with Rhaenyra.
Right, in King's Land. On Dragonstone here, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, are they gonna both take? Well, they're probably both gonna go, like in the books, but I don't know how I feel about Daemon's character anymore after that last episode. I mean,
right. They spend this entire season like having him discover his feelings about Rhaenyra and then just giving him a prophecy. Yeah.
To like undo all that character is like
yeah,
whatever.
The HBO original series returns. Okay, and so here we get which dragon? Who's that on top?
I think that's Moondancer with Bela.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was like, this dragon does not look familiar. And you're like, it's a dragon we haven't seen very much. So yeah, Moondancer and Bela. That would track. Yeah, that's definitely her. But wait a minute, that's the Battle of the Gullet, right?
Yep.
So they're putting her at the Gullet. Okay. Doesn't really change much, but I understand they want to give the character stuff to do. So
well, there's no Nettles, so what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, Nettles wasn't at the Gullet either, but I mean,
it doesn't matter. Like, there's no Nettles. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, there's nothing they could possibly do other than have Luke there. Not Luke. I'm sorry, Jace there, and who else actually shows up at the Gullet? It's not Rhaena, is it?
No, it's Viserys, the younger.
Viserys.
Yeah. Yeah, Viserys the second, right? And also Aegon, not Aegon. Aegon the third loses dragon.
Actually, Preston, I was correct. Nettles fought valiantly on behalf of Queen Rhaenyra in the Battle of the Gullet. I was correct.
Really?
How dare you gaslight me? How dare you gaslight me?
What?
You know this is a recession indicator when I'm getting the lore better than you. Like, this ain't good.
All right, fair enough. Wow.
So Bela and Moondancer, they're not going to have Nettles, so therefore, Yeah.
Okay. But yes, Aegon, little like Aegon the Third is supposed to be there.
Yes,
Um,
both little boys are there when they get captured.
yeah. But we haven't been given any time with Aegon and Viserys, nor like is it. Did they even make Aegon a dragon rider? I don't think so. So
They were they were we do see them very briefly in the Vale
yeah,
before Lady Erin kicks them out because there's no dragons there.
yeah.
So and they go with a clutch of dragon eggs. So, there's that.
Let's see here. This is Aegon the Second, of course, return like venturing off, having with being spirited away by Laris. Um, uh, I guess they're. It won't be as much of a surprise when he shows like they could play it and they aren't going to do this because they want to give Aegon the Second plenty of screen time because Aegon the Second you need to give Aegon the Second more screen time considering he's going to live much longer than the other characters. Much, but like I'm talking about in the length of this story, his time period is actually much longer when you actually think about the Dance of the Dragons. But they could have played it like he disappears for a while, and then when he reappears, it's a big surprise. But I bet they're going to.
That's what I wanted
him.
them to do.
I bet
That would
they're
have been
going
the
to follow
best.
him the whole time.
Unfortunately, because that's what I wanted them to do. You're right. That would have been like,
Yeah,
oh, I forgot about him. He's back.
yeah. Because the other characters have forgotten about him, right? And that's the whole thing. Here we have some sort of map with some cool pieces. I see a dragon and some stuff.
This is Thessarion.
Tessarion. It's fucking huge. Tessarion's bigger than I thought he'd be.
By the way, there's a controversy. If you go back just a tad to the person
Mhm.
riding the horse, supposedly Daron. I don't know why people think Daron here has red hair. You can't really
Where
see
was
his
it?
hair.
I didn't see any red.
It's the man riding it's the guy riding the horse, but you can barely make it out. I don't know how anybody made it out, or like if they're just
There's a
being
person in the
crazy.
background. There's like some people.
So the person here riding the horse, go a little further, just a tad. You'll see.
Oh, there.
See that person right there? Yeah. I don't know where someone sees his hair. Maybe
Also,
they're right. Maybe
who cares about that like random character?
I mean, I know.
I don't know. That's nothing.
But people were freaking out about that. We don't see Daron in the trailer or in the teaser at all.
Is this another Hightower brother?
I think so.
Yeah, somebody we haven't met before. And then well, that's Vagar.
At Harrenhal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He goes and he takes Harrenhal from Daemon, and we get nothing here. We have no idea what this is. Here's our boy, the Rogue Prince, and then he's in a battle somewhere.
Probably in the Riverlands. He's going all over the place.
Do you think they'll have a? I mean, do you think they're going to have a battle? So it would be a superior ad if rather than Daemon abandoning Harrenhal and having Aemon take it, if they actually had a little brief interaction and fought to actually build up a rivalry. I think my one criticism of the Battle Over the God's Eye is Aemon and Daemon, like, don't fucking know each other. They've never had a fucking rivalry. Like, they have nothing to do with each other. Yeah, they're on opposite sides, but who fucking cares? I mean,
Preston.
it was like Jaime fighting Euron at the end of Game of Thrones. Like, why
Exactly
are
like
these
that.
two characters fighting? That's kind of how I feel about the God's Eye. So if they had a brief battle between Aemond and Daemon with the Harrenhal exchange, it would be interesting. But I think it might be Daemon somewhere else, unfortunately.
Preston, House of the Dragon is filled with that. I don't think I've ever seen Alicent and Daemon have a conversation. I'm sure they have,
Yeah,
but not enough for them to really hate each other. And you know
right.
who also hasn't ever had a conversation with each other? Rhaenyra
Well,
and Aegon. I don't even think they've been in the same room together.
I mean, there's the when young Aegon and young Rhaenyra, when they like points to Aegon, he's like, "You could marry Aegon," and it's like a baby on the floor. So like
All that counts. But no, this is I think him in the
you're right.
Riverlands. So we know he's going to be in the Riverlands and he's going to fight there because House of the Dragon put up a poster about it coming soon or whatever.
Yeah,
And then we also know from leaked reports that Daemon will also be in the Reach because there's supposed to be some kind of ploy with the High Towers supposedly giving up Daron, but it's like a fake Daron. And then we also know that he's going to be in King's Landing later in this teaser because we see him fighting High Tower soldiers.
let's just put him everywhere. Bring him to the Vale. Put him in Dorne. Put him at the Wall. Fuck it, Damon everywhere. Like, I mean, he's got a dragon. He can fly everywhere. We've seen the spy photos of him with Daron or him with fake Daron, right?
We'll see if that's even a thing. Like we'll see, but
Yeah.
he's in the Reach.
All right. So Battle of the Gullet. There's that was quickly father, right? And and then we've got Corlys, and then Kristen Cole. Like, how is he dressed here? It's just so weird that he's just like dressed like a.
Uh,
Is he supposed to
I
be
would
Catelyn?
imagine they got ambushed, and before he could put on his armor, that's why he's all dirtied up.
Uh, they're expanding his role, right? Kristen Cole.
It's weird how in season 2 you started off you fucking hate him, but by the end of
Oh
season 2
yeah.
you're like, you know
Now
what,
he's
I
like
get it.
he had his PTSD.
Uh huh.
So here we've got. I guess this is. I mean, the red color, like this scene, I'd be like, it looks more like Melis than it does Caraxes, but it's got to be Caraxes just because of color, right?
Yes.
Um, battle, battle, battle.
Winter
I mean,
Wolves.
yeah, there's the Winter Wolves, all on foot. They got there fast. Two oh, this is
Zagon stabbing a guy.
yeah, Aegon stabbing a
I,
guy. All
I
right.
imagine he went back to the area outside of Rook's Rest to grab Sunfire.
Yeah, something.
There is a plot in Fire and
Whoa, is
Blood
that Dagger
where
Watch?
is holy shit, is that the dagger?
It's that Dagger Watch.
I don't remember if Aben had it in the opening.
It looks pretty small to be the dagger.
It's something.
It just looks like
But
an arrow.
In
It's like
Fire and
half of
Blood,
an arrow. He's like
in
stabbing him with half an arrow.
Fire and Blood, they put some soldiers around where the area where Sunfire is, and imagine this is Aegon going
Yeah.
back to grab him. This is
Uh,
Daemon fighting in the throne room.
so this is if Aemon is fighting in the throne room, then we are past episode 1 because this is Rhaenyra taking King's Landing, right?
I would imagine that happens in episode 1. Gullet might be episode 2, ending of 1, beginning of 2, like most of 2 at least.
But I think you should do Gullet then King's Landing versus King's Landing then Gullet. But now that they
The
have
reason
different motivation, now they have different motivation for King's Landing. Who knows?
Well, the reason I say Gullet will probably be after Rhaenyra takes King's Landing is because you remember you have to start You have to start
They
the
want to keep
season.
Jace alive longer. That's fucking it. Like,
Well, they have to start the season with Rhaenyra like on top, literally. Like they have to. That'd be a great cliffhanger episode. Cliffhanger ending for the episode is where
yeah.
Rhaenyra finally sits on the throne.
Sooner or later, Rhaenyra sent her new dragons here. It would be the end. Gullet. There's our boy Jace. There's Rhaenyra trying to go to the bathroom and it's occupied. So that's what's going on here. She's like, I need to pee! I need to pee! And then is there some sort of like maybe he was part of maybe he's in camo. So he's like they're doing some camo movement.
I imagine it's them getting ambushed because he should be in armor, but
he looks like he has camo face paint on. He's wearing, and so it looks like he's doing the ambushing.
Also possible.
Right?
Yeah, well, it's clearly a camp in the background. Someone's getting ambushed.
Somebody's getting ambushed. Oh, he came. Oh, oh, I need to pee. I need to pee. What do you think of that makeup?
It
doesn't really look like a burn victim. What's that? Oh, it's a dragon. I need to pee! Man, what's going on with the I need to pee scene? People getting tossed in the water. She's like, oh my god, Rhaenyra needs to pee. That's it. Okay. So she's sad about Jace, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Unless is there more after the House of the Dragon thing?
There is not.
No. Okay. It'd be funny if I still get copyright struck for that. That's probably what would happen. Okay. Still all that action. I mean, do you feel hyped again? It's like how many times can we be fooled? How many times are we going to get hyped? And how many times we're going to get let down?
It's a little bit. There's still a chance it could be good. There's still a chance.
Still chance.